Something up here real quick. Is live. All right, yeah, put that up. Hear the voice of the bard, who present, past, and future sees, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees. Oops, gotta get that off. Whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapped soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise out of the dewy grass. Night is worn, and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while wilt thou turn away? The starry floor, the watery shore, is given thee to the break of day. Good to be with you. It is I, your bard, your spiritual entertainer, nothing more, nothing less, celebrating 25,000 subscriptions. Isn't that amazing? I never thought I would get that high, but it's because of all of you wonderful people here who come here every day to experience your spiritual entertainment from your bard. Every day I'm here, right? And I appreciate all of your commitment, all of your goodness and generosity. We had a really good week last week, 3,000 subscriptions in a week. That is a record. That is a record. Or was it I can't remember. I can't keep up. But 25K, unexpected. But I appreciate all of you. The next milestone will be at 50K. But for this milestone, I'm going to do at some point, maybe not this week, but an extended broadcast from my grove. Maybe a 4-hour-long grove stream where we go out and get lost in the wilderness someplace. That will be fun. We'll go out and do that. We'll just walk around into the swamp or something for about 4 hours to see how it works out. But appreciate all of you. The Demon is here. Good to see our good friend, the Demon. Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. And Sir Flame Drop the Long, formerly known as Sir Flame Drop the Jeweler. Good to have you here. And our good friend, the Raven. Good to have you here, Darth Raven. Jonathan from Miami. Good to have you here. And Ryan O'Neill. Ryan O'Neill is here. Good to see you, our good friend Ryan O'Neill, for your spiritual entertainment in the morning, broadcasting live from Stonehenge here, right? Got it right in as the sun is rising up here. Christians are anything but loving. Muslims are way more kind to me as a BIPOC. I have yet to meet bad Muslims. Well, become gay and go move to Saudi Arabia. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Don't get lost. We don't need the Florida State Police doing a search for you. Yeah, that would be fun, right? Getting lost out in the wilderness. Yeah, we're going to do that. I will do something fun like that, right? You are quite long, yes, short in stature, but long in heart and dingus, yeah. And we honor your longness, my friend. Like and subscribe if you are here. Go up and touch the button. You are all the life blood of our entertainment that we provide for the whole world. We provide this wonderful service for the whole world. The underboss is here. Talk about long. Good to have you here. We got all of these people that they love their private parts. They love to talk about them here on my channel all of the time with their wonderful names, right? The underboss. Yes, we know what kind of boss you are. Yeah, we appreciate all of you people being here. I've been doing this for about full time, I would say, probably around June of last year, full time, doing this every day. Maybe March, I don't know. I used to do it as a hobby. I used to do it for my church, and then I left Christianity, as some of you know. And I just, people started giving me money. I said, well, if they're going to pay me, I'm going to do it every day. So you have guaranteed services here for the next 25 years. As long as you people keep paying me, I will be here every morning until I retire. Spiritual entertainment, right? Yes, thank you. Thank you for the milestone. You're running in the forest wearing your cloak and only your cloak. So you want me to run butt naked out in the swamp with my cloak on? See, that would be fun to do. But I had there's creatures that will bite my private parts. And this is no exaggeration. I was urinating out in the swamp, and I had a fly bite my penis. It was no fun. I had to get special cream for my wiener to put on there. It is not a place where you can go skyclad. It is not designed for that. All of these people running around skyclad in their videos, they don't live where I do. If you tried that shit where I live, you would get eaten up by all kinds of insects. Imagine having a tick on your private part. I mean, that could happen. You have to be very careful out here. There's now regret later. What is that? Super Scott is here. Good to see you. Our good friend, the Super Scott. Good to see you. You are happy to see that I left Christianity, sir. Yeah, well, I left the institution of it. I'm very Christianized. I think there's some good things in Christianity. It's just the institution is terrible. Let's see. You forgot Father No Naked Clothing Edition. Yeah. You try that down you are from Miami, right? Go run around naked. You have a iguana biting your ass. I mean, it's not advisable when you live in the Everglades or swamps. It is not advisable to go skyclad in your swamp. I know some of you people here. We have like a lot of pagan people down here in Florida, right? Where I live. They don't run around skyclad in the forest unless they've rubbed themselves with all kinds of creams and things, because it is not safe to do skyclad here in the swamp. This is not a cape, sir. I'm not a superhero. It is a cloak. You see, we have this thing here. It is a cloak. It is not a cape. I am not Batman. I am not Batman. It is merely a cape, my friends. I'm a cloak, not a cape. I am not out fighting crime. I'm not a crime fighter, right? Like Goose Swain. Remember Goose Swain? He's got his own channel now where he trolls people all the time. He trolled Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil thought he was serious, that this gentleman was wrapped up in a confusion with wanting to be a superhero. Dr. Phil got trolled big time by this person. I don't know if you remember that episode where the guy thought he was Batman. That was a joke, and Dr. Phil fell for it. He thought he had psychological issues, right? He was trying to, and then it was so, Dr. Phil was so scammed that he had him back on the show later on to talk about how he stopped fighting crime and stuff. I mean, it was all a joke, and it was well done. I mean, that is the ultimate troll, right? Yes, let's see here. Let's see. Why Not is here. Our Large Brother. Good to see you, Large Brother. Why Not? Good to have you here. Father No Naked Clothing Edition. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. You grew up in Orlando, Chickasaw Oaks by Lee Vista Boulevard. Yeah. Yeah, I live right outside of Orlando in Haines City. So, but I used to work in Orlando. When I was a Christian, my church was downtown there. St. Nicholas was my church where I used to work at. And the servant of Anubis is here, Vixen. Good to have you here for our 25K celebration. We're going to really celebrate it later on when I run around in the swamp for 4 hours. I'm going to do a 4-hour swamp stream. Just go out there and get lost and try to look at alligators and stuff. All right, where are we at here? Sky clad with alligators around that. Not a good idea. Yeah. Not a good idea. Matt Black, good to see you. Good to have you here, our good friend. Are you related to Jack? He's a wonderful entertainer. Lenzo, bro, fine be saying thy in this sentence soon. No, I'm not. I don't read King James language. I'm not one of these King James, thus, thou, thee, and thou. I mean, I speak perfect modern English, right? American maker, my neighbor. Yeah, my American maker knows we don't run skyclad in our woods here. Very, very dangerous. Could you imagine all the mosquitoes latching onto your ass? I mean, it's just not advisable here in Florida to run around. And I have a good friend of mine who's a druid up in Scotland. He has no problem running around naked. He just has to worry about ticks. And I have to worry about, flies biting my wiener, the spiders, mosquitoes, all kinds of creatures crawling up my backside. I mean, it's dangerous. It's dangerous to run around out here in the wilderness naked. But my friend over there in Scotland, he's got a wonderful raven's hand seen it. My druid friend, he's the naked druid. He's got a wonderful show if you want to watch him. Let's see here. Jeanette, good to see you, our good friend. Yes, 25K, all thanks to you. All of my good friends here who come here every day and have these conversations. 3 million views, right? 3 million views in a year's time. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, let's see. It feels like we are in the Witcher series. Oh, that'd be wonderful. Yeah, I enjoy that. I enjoyed the Witcher series. I watched all on Netflix. Oh man, where am I at here? Let's see. You remember Matt? Good. Everyone, go punch that like button if you're here. Yeah, go up and touch that. You see it? I like talking to you. Now I'll keep talking, but I'd rather talk to the people here. So go up and touch that. That brings more people here. Comment or go to the side and touch the heart thing. That brings people here. That helps the algorithm, right? I love having these conversations with you, but I'll keep talking. I will. It's not difficult for me to do. Let's see here. What? I don't want Skyrim music. Please put back on my Baldur's Gate music. Let's see here. Baldur's Gate, yes. I want it. There we go. That is the best kind of music. Oh, good morning, everyone here. Trusting God. You can't stand Jehovah's Witnesses? I'm sorry. When I was homeless, they ostracized you. Well, the best way to engage with a Jehovah's Witness, in my experience, is to do it naked. That is the best way to engage with them. Since I've done that, and that was probably in, I think, October or something, answering the door naked. They haven't come back. I'd be willing to have a conversation with them, but they are against nudity. So I don't want to have a conversation with them anymore. So they have not returned since I answered the door naked. They're like, we want to talk to you. We got our Watchtower Society literature. They didn't even leave me with, usually they leave me with the little piece of paper that says it's the end of the world and they are in charge and stuff like that. But this time, when I answered the door naked, all they did was look at my private part. They looked down and ran. They weren't interested in having a conversation. I mean, what kind of religious people are you if you can't talk to a naked man? Yeah, what if I have all kinds of mental disorders? What if I just got out of the shower? I mean, what a lack of courtesy by these Jehovah's Witnesses. I just don't get it. Oh, man. Let's see here. Where am I at? Oh, man. You're no relation to Jacob. Jerry Ginger is here. Good to see you, Jerry Ginger. our good friend. Good to have you here for your spiritual live from Stonehenge. Oh man, Nicholas, I am a stud. No King James conversation with the bar. Yeah, unless you got $20, I will do any. I will do any religion you want. Yeah, I will convert to any religion for $20. It's not difficult to do. I have all of the materials. You want me to convert to Christianity? I still have some old crosses in a box somewhere. Islam, I have lots of rugs. Buddhist, I know how to do the lotus position. If you want me to, let's see, Jewish, I got scissors to cut my penis skin off. Everything, I have all of the materials. Whatever religion, paganism, no problem. No problem. Whatever you want. $20 and I'll make you holler. I get paid to do the religious thing. Have I ever heard of Phoenix Jones? He's a real superhero turned villain. No, I've never heard of it. I've never heard of Phoenix Jones. No. That's true. Mosquitoes are so big they can carry your babies away here in the swamps of Florida where we live. So no skyclad here. Where I live in Polk County, they have a ban on nakedness in the woods here. It is very it starts forest fires sometimes, so you have to be careful. Sharon from Australia. We have lots of Australian friends here, getting up late in the morning here, early, or late at night. What is it, about 10, 11, midnight here? Sharon from Australia, good to have you here. Let's see. And Deb Richardson is here. Down under Debbie. Good to see you here. Another friend from Australia. All of these Australian people, they like coming here for having a good time with the bar here for their spiritual entertainment privilege. Oh my, where am I at here? I am losing weight. Yes, I am. I'm following your health plan. Yeah. Run around skyclad 3 times a day and you will lose lots of weight, especially when the police are chasing you through the neighborhood. You want to oil up too, because sometimes you have to like jump through certain places, and it's good. When the cops come grab you when you're naked, they can't get a hold of you. So that's good to oil up when you're running skyclad through your neighborhood. I do this whenever there's a full moon, and I've had lots of complaints by my neighbors. I've been before the board of the neighborhood watch. They've tried to arrest me. Imagine that your neighbors are chasing you down. I mean, how rude, right? I'm just exercising my rights as an American citizen, that I have a freedom to express my religion the way I want to. But they are not interested in true being a patriot, right? I'm being a patriot by walking around naked. It is the only way to live out my religion. But I need to contact the Civil Liberties Union or something, because I'm tired of getting arrested. Let's see here. They killed you with that naked gardening thing. They better have a shit ton of off. So you've tried it, Jeanette. You've gone in your garden and have done naked gardening. And you've experienced the wrath of the mosquitoes. Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? Oh, man, it's terrible. Yeah. They're not just those, but the big spiders and venomous snakes. Yeah. Could you imagine a snake latching onto your penis or something? It's not fun out here in the wilderness. Yeah, you don't want to do that stuff. Let's see here. But years have you superhero? Okay. You have a bully in your life. I don't know what to do. Sharon, approach your bully naked and see what happens. Maybe they will look differently at you. Yeah, if nakedness is the cure for all kinds of social calamities, appearing naked, like if you get arrested for being naked, appear naked in the court, right? They won't let you in, so you won't be able to, it'll be a mistrial. There's different ways. Bullies, the quickest way is just be naked and maybe chase them down, right? They will run from you. If the bullies will be afraid, right? Especially if you're excited to see them. They'll think you're brandishing a weapon or something. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. But stay safe, Sharon. Stay safe. Yeah. You don't have to put up with that shit, right? Sometimes the best way to defeat evil is with goodness, right? Sometimes that changes people's heart. But there's always people that are beyond derangement. So stay safe. I always appreciate your honesty. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah. Yeah. Blessings to all. Good to see you, our good friend, the Lime. Good to have you here, our good friend, Lime. Always nice to see you. Oh, man. Let's see. Blessings, yes. I came up short. What are you talking about? I came up short? What are you reaching for there? What kind of fruit are you aiming for? I came up short? Yeah. Well, I have dignity. I mean, if you're going to have short wiener, be proud of it. Don't be afraid to brandish it in public. Not like here, Sir Flame Drop is the long one, and he drags that thing around. Yeah, the naked witnesses, yes. Yeah. Please touch his buttons. Deb Richardson knows how to reach into my heart here by touching all the right buttons. Up there, you see it? The thumbs up. That's actually a private part right up there. Go give it a touch. J-Man, good to see you, good friend. Good to have you here. Oh, man. Oh, we're having a good time today. 25K today. Appreciate all of your commitment for being here, my friends, and having a good time with the bard. Mixing comedy and spirituality together, right? Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Sharon. Appreciate you. Comedy and spirituality together. Who can do that? Who has the skill to provide the finest spiritual? Sometimes it's more comedy. Sometimes it's more spirituality. Sometimes it's we meet in the middle, right? Who can do that? Only the bard, right? Thank you, Sir Flame Drop. You put a tip in the roller skate so it doesn't chafe. Yeah, well, you're a very creative person. You found a way to wheel it around in an appropriate way. Yeah. Yeah. How was you make your own pants, right? You have the three-legged pants that you usually wear out in public to, abide by the rules of society. Oh, man. Praise Keredwin. Yes. Keredwin has a good time here. She is, sometimes people take the gods too seriously, right? Keredwin has a good time here. All right. Buddha is all for buds. You think so? You think so? All right. Where am I at here? Oh, my. We're having a wonderful evening. 25K. 25K. Let's see here. Blessings to all. Appreciate you. And let's see. I touched my buttons. I read that. Seeing people praise Keredwin is funny. She is your local goddess, the neck-bearded atheist. Yeah, Keredwin is one of my ancestors in the Welsh tradition. I appreciate her, working in my life, inspiring me, encouraging me. So Keredwin is wonderful. Oh my God, you never disappoint me. You get this. Yeah, see, Deb Richardson here, down under Debbie. She wakes up in the middle of the night to watch the bard. It's all dreams about the bard until then. She's like, this is the time the bard is coming on. I must wake up and be entertained. Then she goes back to sleep. I mean, how wonderful of a devotion, right? Let's see. It's 9:40. Oh, so it's not too late. It's not too late over there in Australia. So that's not too bad, right? You're watching the bard before bedtime. Adelaide, yeah. Let's see it. Sharon, are you from South Australia too? Like Deb? Deb's down there in South Australia. Streaking was popular in the 80s. How many old enough to have streaked? Yeah, one of my memories that some of my family members recall when I was younger, I got kicked off with the school bus, for bad behavior. This was about sixth grade. And and to get revenge on my bus, the bus man that drove the bus, to get revenge as he is picking everyone up, He was driving by my house. So what do? I go out there naked. Yeah. Good memory for my family members. Good memory, right? Yeah. Remember that time you did that to the bus? The bus. I didn't know that my mom was good friends with the bus driver after that. My wife or my mother, she ran a travel agency, and the bus driver was a travel agent. So I was like, oh well, I guess I'm in more trouble now. What do? I'll just walk around naked in my room as a punishment to myself. Good morning, our resident herbalist is here, Melly Star. Good to see you, our good friend. Hope you are doing well. Is it warming up there in the north? Let's see. Have you been laying off the Jesus toast? I have not seen a manifestation of Jesus on toast since that last one that they were selling on eBay. If you recall, the Jesus toast phenomena. I mean, someone spent thousands of dollars on a piece of toast that was burnt, that had the inscription of Jesus. It was probably the same person who bought the Jesus Cheeto, Cheetah Christ. As you remember, there's all of these people. They find their deities appearing on their food stuff, right? Yeah. One time down here in Florida, now American Maker, you might remember this. Over on the West Coast, over by the Gulf, I forgot what city it was in. It was somewhere by Tampa. There was this thing that was on the news about Jesus's face appearing on the side of this Baptist church when it rained. Everyone would go out there. And when I went out there, the church would do like once a day. They would spray it with water, sprinklers or something, to let people see it. And so what I did, I go, I'm not waiting for that. I want to see it when other people are not. I want to see the miracle of the Christ face in the rain, right, in the water. So I bought some squirt guns. So we all saw it. The miracle of, it turns out it was probably a paint stain that manifested when the water gets on it, right? Everyone thought it was this great miracle of Jesus on the Baptist church. But it was easily explainable. There was no miracle there. But it was fun to go out there and shoot it with a squirt gun, right? I pissed off the people that were making money. They wanted me to go at the right time to give the donation for their pseudo miracle, right? Oh, let's see here. Where are we at here? For the past 10 years or so, your priorities were all about making your dad's life better, but I failed due to alcoholism. You're 28. You haven't done anything in your life. No woman, no financial security. Well, you know what? It's not too late. It is not too late. It's time to begin to build your life. Don't give up hope. I mean, shit happens, right? There's people a lot older than you that have realized that. Like, I've, screwed up my life. What am I going to do now? Well, you begin to build it. You begin to do that. It is not too late. You can start now. Start building your life. Don't give in to despair. Shit happens, right? Now, if your father is dead or still in a terrible, it's not too late to try to make amends, right? Get in a 12-step program. Alcoholics Anonymous is a wonderful group that can help you to rebuild your life, to begin again. So don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. I mean, you've got nothing to lose, right? I feel like my life has just begun. At my, I'm 49 years old. I feel like my life has just begun. You don't have to, all of that stuff can help you. Now, you think all of this stuff is negative and terrible and you're ashamed, and that's okay. But all of that stuff can be your story for you. You don't have to leave it that way. You're still running your story. Even if you only have one day to live, right? You could say, I lived that one day in the best way I could, in contradiction to my past, right? Don't give up hope, my friend. Gilded Goblin is here. Good to see you. Guide you. Let's see here. Live for yourself, life. One can only do so much, yeah. You needed a laugh, Deb? Good. You have crocodiles over there where you are in Australia, right, Sharon? Yeah, we have alligators here. Now, yesterday I took my boys on a hike out in my where my swamp is, where my grove is, and I said, let's go see what little alligators we can find. I found 2 alligators in my spring. Well, I went out there yesterday, and there was a large alligator out there, and I went up, touched its tail. Um, I was surprised. This little tiny spring. Where are these alligators coming from? I mean, the closest lake is probably a 20-minute walk, but there's all kinds of these little canals throughout the swamp that I imagine that maybe they've crawled upon and made their way to my spring. I mean, there's not a lot. There's probably no fish in it. So they probably eat the birds and the rats and things and other animals. But now I have 3 alligators out there. It's not a safe. My little spring in my grove is not a safe place anymore because these are going to keep getting bigger. Now, this one was, I'd say, it was quite large, but not enough to give me the death roll. It could probably take my hand off, no problem. But usually they're more afraid of you until they get really big. Oh, yeah. Ball bug bites are a bummer and a real moment killer. I can only imagine, what kind of moment are you having out there? That you're getting attacked by mosquitoes in your testicles. What kind of moment are you having? What are you doing out in the wilderness there? Oh, my goodness. Let's see, where are we at here? Recoil in horror when they see the summer sausage. What are you doing out there? Oh, my goodness. They will run. Yeah. You are from Perth, another Australian? We have lots of Australians here. Good to have you here, our good friends. Let's see here. Prince Kariokos. Good to see you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. Good to have you here. Demon, you made yourself a 3-egg omelet with bacon, onion, tomato, cheese, and some hash browns on the side. Wow. Now that's a huge meal. Wow. Thank you. I love you. Thank you, Sharon. We appreciate your love here. Thank you, all my friends, for 25K. Just hit that last night at some time. Yeah. Hot dog vendors are allowed in the court of the Crimson King. Oh, my goodness. What kind of court system do you have? Oh, Jerry, you come up short again? It happens, yeah. Oh, my goodness, here. All of these wonderful people here for your spiritual entertainment. Like and subscribe. Think about becoming a community member. There's a join button over there. For the price of a cup of coffee, you could support what I do. Because when the support is done, I'm done too. So as long as you people are paying me, I will continue to be here every day for the next 25 years. With community membership, you get all kinds of cool emojis and things. You could become part of our Discord community as well. We have a wonderful, wonderful community over there. Let's see here. See, where are we at? Praise Keredon, yes. You've missed I have missed you, my friend. You are from the country Victoria. Oh my goodness! Wow! All of these wonderful people here. Deb, down under Debbie, you have been drawn to the bard in Keredon over and over. The cauldron of Keredon keeps drawing you back in for your spiritual entertainment. There's nothing like it in the cosmos, right? The entertainment that the bard provides for you. Technically, you are streaking in the 80s, but was also a baby. Just learn how to walk. So, yeah, see, we start out naked running around. Why stop? Why not continue the tradition, right? We need to bring back the Olympics. We have the World Olympics, right? Every year we had the Olympics recently, right? We're not doing the Olympics the way they used to do it. They were all naked. This is a historical fact. Right, we need to bring back the nudity. Right, it's just like I get bored watching. the Olympics. I don't know about some of them is interesting, right? But a lot of it's boring. Now, if just imagine you have people ice skating naked. Now, that would be interesting to me to watch, right? I think they would have more people watching if they did it traditional, like everyone's naked, especially the wrestling and the weightlifting, right? Could you imagine that, right? Um, let's see here. TCX Tools, good to see you. Good friend here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. It is always good to see you. Thank you. You really needed me in your life. I have become your personal bard and comic relief. Yes, I am glad that I'm here for you. Let's see. The bard is the only one I follow, except for your farming and gardening channels. Yes, in between the farming and garden, you need to have a little humor and enlightenment, right? Thank you for your support. I appreciate that. You follow a lot of veteran channels? Yeah. The robins have arrived, and the irises are peaking up, and the thyme made it. A little organic apple tree and grapes have survived. The temperature is fluctuating in Ohio, but yeah, for the warmth. It's coming back to you, right? We got it back here in Florida. It was like 83 degrees here yesterday. It's all warming up. Springtime is here. Everything's coming back to the way it should be, so you can walk around naked without getting frostbite on the tip of your private parts. Sharon, your show, when people see my naked, they say, "Holy Jesus," right? So Sharon, they're enlightened. When you run around naked, they are just amazed that they call upon various deities to express themselves, right? Just imagine your Aborigine neighbors. When you come out naked, they get out the didgeridoo and make an announcement to all of the indigenous people, right? You wonder how they got the candle to light at the tomb of the Holy Sepulchre. That's a serious, no-joke question. Yeah, I think that is a miracle myself. You're talking about the miracle of the Holy Fire that happens every year at the Holy Sepulchre at Easter. This is in the Orthodox Church. This is an interesting thing. The patriarchs, they go into the closed door tomb part of the Holy Sepulchre, and they say these traditional prayers, and a fire appears on their candles. They go out and share the candles. Everyone is lighting it up, and they're putting their faces in it, their hands and everything. It's a very interesting phenomena that demonstrates the power of human creativity. I think people are manifesting that energy. No deities, but our power. That's where I think it comes from. The ability to not burn yourself. That is, you are predisposed to that. I think that is all psychic energy. I don't think a deity has anything to do with that. But I don't think the deity is upset by it at all. I think that it's a wonderful thing of encouragement and inspiration. You can watch it on YouTube. Look up Holy Fire Jerusalem, and you will see it. They have a live stream of it, some of the Orthodox churches there. So that is an interesting thing. And now you can certainly believe it's a hoax, but the content of people not being burnt by the fire. I mean, they're sticking it in their mouth like they're giving it oral. I mean, they're doing all kinds of really bizarre things with this fire, and it's not hurting them. I mean, that is a miraculous. I'm not joking. They put it in their mouth, they put it in their eyes, they put it all over their body. Like, look at this on YouTube. You can watch it all on YouTube. To me, that is a bona fide, recorded, miraculous event that happens, right? And you could say mind over matter. Well, that's the power of human creativity, right? Oh, let's see here. You wonder, let's see, I read that. Thank you, a great moderator, beautiful soul. Matches or something. Yeah, I think it's a bona fide, miraculous reality that can be explained by the power of the human will, the power of ritual, the power of human energy to do great things. When we all get together and put our minds to it, miraculous things happen. I really believe that. And this is an all religious phenomena since the beginning of time. You can see it there, and I think it's foolish to ignore it. I think it should be invested in scientifically. That you should go there and document and research. And where are the scientists doing it? This is people whining about it. Go there for yourself. Put your hand in the fire. See, why doesn't my hand burn here? Bod is probably one of the maybe 3 or 4 non-venture YouTubes that you follow. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I am a great supporter of our armed services, because these are people that put their life on the line. All of our community workers, I support people like that. They are there to protect and serve, right? And you should support that. Now, it's not their fault some assholes are running the government and make them do dumb shit. It's not their fault. They've made an oath. They are following the oath, and they're hoping the leadership is doing the right thing. And so it's not their fault when they are put in harm's way. It is not their fault when they are being used as political tools. You should support these people because they give me the freedom to be able to do this every day, right? To have certain freedoms. They are there to protect them. And that's a wonderful thing that people are willing to do that, right? And our good friend, the demon here, he has paid the price for being dedicated to that vow, right? And we appreciate people that have gone the distance, that are real heroes. And demon, you are a real hero here in our midst. All of the things you've endured, and we really appreciate you. Seize the day line, yeah. The problem with several tombs around Jerusalem, I personally don't believe that tomb, the Holy Sepulchre, is where Jesus was buried. I don't believe in that at all. I think you had Helena, right? Saint Helena. She is no archaeologist. She comes over here, a few hundred years later and says, "Oh, this is where this happened." This is where Nazareth is. Nazareth is not even a real place. It was based on a mistranslation of the Bible. So they had to re-edit it and add in a city, Nazareth, and create a new mythology around it. Oh, come on. What the hell is this music? Oh, man. I'll just put on my traditional Oblivion music. It keeps going everywhere with this music here. Let's see here. I am a light in the dark room. Oh, my. Yeah, I light up, too. Sometimes when I run out skyclad in the neighborhood, I put all kinds of the glowing materials, little bit of, radon and other, toxic things to make me light up like a bug. Yeah. Let's see here. Where am I at here? Yeah, let's see. You get a drive to a dump truck all day today. Free money, paying because you have a CDL. Yeah, I had one of those for the longest time when I was younger. I used to work for, I was in the union, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. And I would drive the trucks for the linemen. I was called a groundsman. So I had a CDL. And when I left that trade, I had that for the longest time. I could go and drive hazardous materials and as a side hustle if I wanted to. And then they said, "Oh, it's time to take your test again. Pay us $500. I'm like, "Well, screw you." All right, so I just got a regular license after that. I was going to pay $500 for that. It didn't cost me that much when I got it up in Michigan. Oh, let's see here. You have to go to work, everything ready. All right, take care, our friend. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Kevin Howe, hail the goddess and bar. Thank you, my friend, for being here. celebrating 25K. Go up and touch the like button. Let's see here, where are we at? Nothing to hide, yeah. When we mentor each other, it's uplifting. We all win. We all win here. That's right. It's so hot here right now. Yeah, you're down there in Australia. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Daffodils are up. Baby chicks are hatching. Woot! Spring has begun. Yeah, wonderful experience, right? Yeah, we talked about. I go to the feed store to get stuff from my animals, and they had baby ducks. I was like, I want to take one home. I want to break it free from its cage. It was one of the what do they call them? Those white ducks, the Peking ducks. They were so adorable. And but my wife says, "Are you going to change its diapers? If we're going to have it, you have to let it run around, and you're going to." They don't, because the birds they don't have control of their bowels. They just go. So you can't train them to use a restroom. Like my rabbits, they have a whole bathroom to drop their droppings in. But the ducks, no, not so much. So they have to wear diapers and things. So I decided that might be a good idea. I'll wait till I have my farm, and then I will think about getting more of these animals. Roman virgins, hearth, eternal flame. Yeah, it's all connected, right? These mythologies, right? Absolute delusion. Oh, poor William is sad. William, oh, do you feel a little bit of emptiness inside where you have to lash out at others to try to fill yourself up? You know, nothing's worse than a Christian who left Christian fundamentalists to become an atheist fundamentalist. So sad. So sad. Poor Willie. Poor little Willie. Oh. You can manifest more than they even realize. Yeah. Yeah. You don't believe in anything Abraham related. They've lies too much. Well, then you're missing out. It's you have a mythology, and it's important to look at the mythology of ancient peoples. Even though in all mythologies they write the mythologies, so it's not lies. It's mythologies of peoples, right? So you're missing out. There's a lot of wisdom in the Bible. I mean, there's a lot of bullshit too. There's a lot of bullshit, in the tales of Zeus, like going around raping people, right? There's a lot of things that you don't like in mythologies. That's normal. That should be healthy. What's unhealthy is saying it's the word of God, right? So I am not against Jesus Christ or the mythology of the tradition of Jewish people. I think it's wonderful. As long as it's not trying to control and manipulate me, I think it's fine. A very loving place with the bar. Thank you, Deb. Thank you for being here every day. Let's see here. Yeah, I love Christianity. I have no problem leaving it and still taking the good stuff with me. That's a healthy thing, right? You should listen to other people. You shouldn't try to separate yourself from other human beings' experiences. You should try to understand them and appreciate the good parts, right? Early bird may get the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese, Spartan. Yeah, such wisdom by the Spartan here in the morning here, your spiritual entertainment. Thank you. Active military and veterans. Yes, we appreciate you here. Is your name Timothy? Oh, no, not my name. I have a secret name. The bard has a secret name. Where am I at here? Oh, all of these wonderful people here. You're about to go greet the sun. CM Sheik is here in the garden. Happy Monday to all. Hope everyone is having a good week. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. Good to have you here. Show us some pictures of your garden on Discord. We'd like to see your garden. Yeah, if you are a community member, you have like CM Sheik here. He's got the Awan symbol by his name. That means he's a community member. We like to hear from you on Discord. When you become a community member, there's a members only tab on my channel. That's where the Discord link is. So think about becoming a community member. We have a wonderful group of diverse people, atheist, pagan, monotheist, people who don't know it, that are aliens, all together, deities, all together in one place, devil worshippers, everything. We have everything. Just getting along. It's a wonderful community we have. Throwing magic at the scientists. You always knew somehow they were full of shit. Yeah. You've always experimental things. You've always have experimental things going on. Yeah. I can only imagine you mixing all the herbs and spices together to make as you are a master herbalist. Let's see. Have you heard of Barbara Thiering? No, I've never heard of Barbara. No, never heard of Barbara. A CDL is $6,000 now. Is that for the Class A or Class B? Is I can't imagine it being that expensive. Yeah, that's outrageous. That's outrageous. Yeah, there's always a job for you. If you have a CDL license in the United States, there's always a job for you. There's always people that need it, especially the truck drivers, right? I would say you have another 20 years left because you will be replaced by the robot cars. They will be hauling everything. So you have about 20 years left of work, I would say. That is the future. Your Uber driver is just going to be an automated car that comes picks you up. That is the future, right? Yep. My wife, she does office work. She's going to be replaced in 20 years. There's going to be a lot of jobs that are going to be different. So get on board. Plan your retirement, right? I'm going to be replaced by an AI bot in 20 years. So get ready. Yeah. How you challenge, if you want to see an authentic bot, ask them to take their clothes off, and that will tell you the truth about if they are AI. If they're AI, they'll have a private bot that is probably about 20 feet long or something. So you will know that it's not real. Yeah. I have a real private bot. Jupiter and blessed us with an abundance of life come spring. Yeah, we had like a celestial alignment over the weekend, right? And we had Friday was, the equinox, Albin Isla, as we call it in the Druid community. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, you shit your pants, luxury, Sakara. Well, what am I supposed to do about that? I'm not your diaper baby bringer. I'm not going to wipe your ass. She's an Australian theologist. No, I've never heard of it. You always find it fascinating that how bunnies can be potty trained. Yeah, they can. They can, just like cats. If you have rabbits, you can have a litter box, and they will go in it. They can be trained. Yeah, but rabbits are not animals you wish to have. Unless you've made your home rabbit proof. I really can't. There are people who get rabbits and leave them in cages most of their life. Shame on you. You need to take them out of the cages. They are just like cats. They have curiosity. They love to explore. I mean, they are really wonderful creatures. Let your rabbit. Now you might want to put them in a certain place sometimes, if for safety reasons or something. But you got to let them run. You got to let them roam. Let's see here. Speak in American. Black Loki. I am an American. I'm speaking English. You know the Romans called the first Christians atheios, the first atheists, because they took the spirit out of rivers, forests, and animals. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah. The brainless one, our Slavic pagan friend is here. The brainless one. Good to see you, our good friend. Where am I at here? Do you speak Navajo or Dakota, Black Loki? Those are American languages. Yeah, they certainly are. Where are we at? That's why you chose to be eclectic, take all the good of different beliefs, toss out the bad. Yeah, that is that is the way to go of the future. You cannot remain in some of these traditional things. They box you in. The eclectic reality is the best one because you're taking the best, right? You are using your creativity. You want to run through your wicked garden. Oh my goodness, what's going on in your garden? Why is it referred to as wicked? Their big stank is here. There won't be any root cutting in hell. Yeah, I always want to take theological advice from someone named Big Stank. Yeah, you are the person I want to go to for my religion. Is your name John? Oh no, what's going on? Is this the name game? I only reveal my personal name to my inner community on my Discord server. Yeah, they changed the regulations. You have to take a 60-hour course now for your CDL. Wow, that's crazy. I'm glad I don't drive anymore. Yeah, I can't drive for very long. That destroys my back. Oh man, AI bod will be all ripped. Yeah, he'll all of these muscles and things. Yeah, I can only imagine, right? Sky-clad AI bod. How do you know that there won't be any root cutting in hell? Yeah. What do you think Stonehenge is for? Who built it? It's for parties. Yeah. Our ancestors built it a long time ago, right? For parties. It was like the perfect place to be because it's like all the it lights up and stuff. It's like the first disco that was ever made, right? Before they had all the technology, right? Like we our first nightclub somewhere. Well, I don't know what they would call it back then, but it was for discos and orgies and things like that, to have a good time. Yeah. It's a mystery, right? What's beautiful about Stonehenge, or what our ancestors, they knew this, how to unite the heavens and the earth. They knew how to make true beauty. Our ancestors. When we see stuff like this, if you've ever been to Stonehenge, there's a sense of awe, right? There's a connection there with the mystery. Our ancestors knew how to do that. We have forgotten how, right? We don't seek to unite they were hermeticists. They saw the alchemy, right? They knew how to unite the opposites to make the beauty. If you look at Stonehenge, it is a union between two things to make another, to make something, the alchemical vessel, right? Stonehenge is that very reality. It is heaven. The idea of uniting the above and below realms makes a reality of experience for the people that dwell there. We've forgotten how to do that. We don't make things like that. Where is something like that in the world right now that you would take a tour to? These places don't exist because this is connected to the natural, right? It's like it is something rooted in the earth and rooted in the sky. It is a connection to what is here. This reveals something to you. It gives you purpose. We've forgotten how to do that. Look at some of like the religious things that you find here, like the churches where I live, for instance. I mean, it's like going to a town hall meeting. I mean, they're terrible. Only the Eastern Christian churches align themselves with the East, and they have a particular beauty and sacred geometry to them. All these other churches, I mean, they're ugly. I mean, they're terrible. That is something, the sacred geometry, that reveals mystery. There reveals beauty. It does something to you when you do stuff like this. It reveals a great mystery. Let's see, yeah. You need to go now? All right, take care, American Maker. Good to have you here. Ted Anderson, to remind us that the rapture is at any moment. Yeah, we are waiting for all you assholes to get taken away. Let's see, where am I at here? Oh, roots are where the first medicines come from. That's right. Now think about this mystery of herbalism, right? There are theories that when it comes to the medicines of our ancestors, that they just went around eating shit and trial by air. No, they did not. They had a connection to the natural. They had a connection to the energies. They had a connection to the greater mystery of life, where they had discernment of what herbs are good for certain ailments. We have lost that connection to the natural. That is something you find in Druidry, that it tries to reestablish that connection, where you can discern. There are people that can discern this. We have lost touch with it. Modern reality has lost touch with that discernment. Think about acupuncture, right? Acupuncture does great things for healing. Where did that come from? Were they just poking needles in all over your ass and stuff? Oh, look what I found. That feels good. Poke me in the ass again, right? No, there was a discernment there. That's all that allowed for this mystery. Alchemy, the union of the opposites. Something was going on. Our ancestors were hermeticists, right? They understood harmony. They understood that connection to the world. This is, science needs to become alchemy again in order to recover that mystery. Scientists are they are the ones that reveal the mysteries, right? This is spiritual. It needs to go beyond just memorization of facts, right? Where are we at? Shin's an author who says Jesus was from a secret society and never died on the cross. Yeah, he was just a man. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that people have opinions on. There's no historical evidence for that he was part of a secret society. People have been making shit up about Jesus for a long time. I am of the idea that I lean more towards the idea that he was someone who understood his connection, that he was the child of the All Father, that he was divine. And he tried to teach other people to have that connection. He was no savior from sin. He was not here to save us from God. He was here to help us get back on track. That he was someone of inspiration. That he was the ultimate bard, the ultimate druid. That's what the Order of the Golden Dawn, Western esotericism, was trying to do. Combine truth in all religions. Yeah. What is the home of the living stone and the home of the spirits? I don't know. Have you been there? The living stone in the home of spirits? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Wood is the home of the living. Oh my goodness, yeah. They knew nature was the essence of beauty. Yes, I would assume so. Oh man, we have some racist on here saying no bigotry is allowed here. We are not interested in your false histories. Father Bard, how are the bunnies? Kid, wife, and family? We're all doing great. We're all doing great. We're having the rabbits are downstairs. Is it tortoise time? It is tortoise time. I'm gonna go wake up my homeschool kids up, and I'm gonna go grab my tortoise, and I'll be right back with you. Oh, my tortoise! It is time for the tortoise and waking up the children here. It's time to get up, lad. Time to wake up for school. Time for school. That makes time to go to school. coming back to you. Myth tortoise, it is coming. The bard is returning. All this time. Leave me up. Go shower, Jesus first. Go drink that energy drink. All right. Oh wait, I need to bring her back. Here she is, my friends, for your viewing privilege. The tortoise. There you have her. Live from Stonehenge. It is the tortoise. Oh, she loves to be pet on the back of her head. Yeah, she's such a beautiful creature. Look at that. You see that? Oh, that is art. Oh, she's like, can you please put me back in my heat lamp now? All of your fans are watching you. You see that? Is that another tortoise in there? Oh, no. He's like, uh-oh, there's another tortoise in here. Getting territorial. Going to get territorial now, aren't you? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. All right. Here's a kiss from a tortoise. There you are. All right. Now putting her back. Putting the tortoise back. All right. All right. Returning back to you for your spiritual entertainment. 25,000 subscriptions, my friends. I appreciate all of you, all that you do here with the Bard. Thank you so much for your support. All of you, you have made it possible. Thank you for paying my bills. Like and subscribe, join, buy me a coffee, pay my bills. And I will keep being here every day. As long as you're paying my bills, I make a commitment to be here for the next 25 years. I will be here. Just for you. Let's see here. Water is the essence of wetness. Yeah, certainly. Zoolander. Father Bart, I read that. You got to see the tortoise. Let's see here. All of these wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. Oh, man. All the 12 tribes were starting off with good health and degraded themselves to what we are today. Maybe, yeah. What about David? Who is David? Yeah. My name is only for community members. I keep it a secret. And my OnlyFans as well is just for my community members. Stonehenge predates Moses maybe by 1,000 years. I think so. The mythology of Moses is much younger, right, than the building of Stonehenge. Some people believe. I don't know. But the thing about what's interesting, KDR, that the mythology of there might be the mythology that it's based on is older kingdom, because Ka-Hanum was the chief deity before Ra in the old kingdom, Egypt. So it's much older. Ka-Hanum is why, if you don't know this, was part of the plagues. Every plague in the Egyptian mythology was not against the Egyptians. They're just pawn pieces. It was against the gods of Egypt. Everything was plague that was related to a deity, their domain. Yahweh was attacking their domains. And in the last plague, he used his people to join in this battle. They were to devour the lamb. The lamb was a symbol of Ka-Hanum. Think about being in India. You don't go eat, they don't have McDonald's in New Delhi, right? Unless it's like all vegetables. You don't eat the sacred cow. So that's what the Hebrews did. They ate the sacred cow. They devoured the god. And in doing so, what happens? They become gods themselves. They usurp the place of power in the divine council, the council of all of the gods. And By doing this, they putting the blood on the doorpost was a curse. It wasn't a sign. So this angel could, oh, look at, those are Yahweh's people in there. How would I have known? It is, we have eaten the deity. Now you finished the job. That is Passover, is finishing the job. It's priestly participation. That's why the Hebrews became the chosen ones to bring of the divine council, to bring all the unity of the nations, right? So people don't understand that. It is the blood of the lamb isn't for a pissed off deity to pass over you. See, Christians get that shit wrong. The blood of the lamb is to invoke a curse upon the land, upon the domain of Kahanum. Kahanum was the god of making babies. He made all of the people of Egypt out of his clay wheel. He made every animal out of his clay wheel. Kahanum was the creator god. So this was usurping Kahanum's authority by killing all the firstborn of the Egyptians. That was not against that's the mythology. It's a battle of gods, but they have reinterpreted it to be something else. All right. If you've read some Greek doctors like Galen, they were very in tune with every kind of natural medicine. Yeah, every ancient Greek doctor was an astrologer too, right? Every doctor of the ancient world knew astrology. Wildcraft medicine is the best, yeah. Let's see here. Acephalus, yeah. Gary, Peter, you have to poop. Well, what's stopping you? You don't have to get up. No one's watching. Just do your business right there, or take your phone with you, right? You came from China. Somebody had mapped the human. You're talking about poking people in the back, the acupuncture. Yeah. What's up with the Luciferians? How the hell should I know? I'm not a Luciferian. Luciferians. Hide the knowledge in the secret place of your heart and breathe not a word of it. It's concealment. Yeah, they had all of these secret traditions, right? In the old times of the Bible. You love ancient herbal knowledge. There's a lot of Indian books you have that you use for bees as in medicine. Interesting. Yeah. Other people say that Jesus Christ had to die on the cross. I don't know where you're going. A moral guide. You think he was a chiropractor, really? Bee stings have several benefits, though painful. They're quite beneficial for health problems like arthritis. I should go run around sky-clad in the beehives, see if that helps me out, right? And then when I get arrested, they'll say, "Are you a pervert? Look what's going on." No, I got stung there. And that's why it's all swollen up. It's not because I'm happy to see you, because I was stung there. Yeah. All things contain a portion of which created them and brought them into existence. Yes, that is a ontological truth, right? There are stones in Stonehenge that were quarried in Scotland. They took some kind of determinant. Yeah, there's some from Wales as well, right? There are some from all over. Why haul all of these stones to this place? Because of their intuition. They knew this was the right place, right? Any other place, they would not be here today, right? It wouldn't have the same effect upon you. There's a reason why the ancestors chose that place. There's a reason why the pyramids, the three great pyramids, right? They were in a certain place at a certain time. There was a reason why they were there. If you look at the alignment back when they were created, it aligns with the belt of Orion, the three pyramids. And Leo, of course, is the Sphinx. This alignment goes back much later than the traditional idea of when the pyramids were around. I think it goes back beyond 10,000, 20,000 years when this alignment was a reality that could be aligned there. I mean, that's pretty amazing, right? Our ancestors had this intuition that we have lost. That is something to recover. Now, it could be lost because it's a cultural teaching that this is taught from one person to another. That's why it is gone. That certain people had this experience and they shared it. We share things with people, right? We share our spirituality with other people, right? And they benefit from it. So maybe something happened. Maybe there was a great cataclysm, as some believe that happened 10,000 years ago, where a lot of knowledge probably was lost, right? That the Younger Dryas, comets, the ice flooding everything, right? The cultural memory of the flood is in every ancient civilization. They have a flood tale, right? Sorry, the Hebrews were not the originators of the myth. I am doing good, Sheik. I'm glad that you are here. We had both Sheiks here again. Good to have you here. Gilded Goblin likes my tortoises. Look at Sheik and Sheik together right there. Oh, man. Wonderful. Turtles all the way down. It is a tortoise. She's a tortoise. She's sensitive. She's really bashful. Like if I take her out of the cage, she'll run for a while, then she'll go dig a hole in the corner somewhere. She's really bashful. She's not too much into the affection. She does love it when I rub her on the back of the neck. When I see her in her, I shared a video of this, a YouTube short of it last week. She gets in her cage. When I start talking to her, she starts moving her legs like this and moving her head around. She's really receptive to that. She does not like it when you hold her. My rabbits don't either. They don't like it. They do it for about a minute and they'll bite you. I think she was in that cage a little bit too long. I was hoping she'd be like the other, tortoises that you see on YouTube that run around and cause all kinds of trouble. But she's really, really bashful. I think she was too many years in the cage before we rescued her out of the pet store. Let's see here. You need a paper that's high count of bee stings that can cure Lyme's disease. Or you read a paper that bee stings can help with Lyme's disease. Yeah, wow. Much love to the animals. Thank you. Use crepe pollen yearly to test allergies. Works quite well. Interesting. John, the biggest map in the world. You think Stonehenge is a map? It's a treasure map. It's where Captain Sparrow hid all of his treasure, right? When he was over there filming in his UK shows. Oh, my. Isn't there a calendar July 17th on the turtle's back? Is that what it looked like to you? It looked like a calendar? Interesting. Oh, man. Let's see. Where am I at here? All of these wonderful people here. Every day you are here. 25K because of you. You keep coming back here. He was like, I can't get enough of the Bard. I must return. He is not like other people on YouTube. He is unique. I must return to him and see what he is talking about today. Swift Wind Aquarius, good to see you here. Good to have you here. Yeah, the next milestone will be at 50K. And for this 25K celebration, sometime I will do my 4-hour-long stream out in my grove. That's probably as much as charge I have on my phone. We'll go out there and get lost and see where we end up. Let's see here. Maybe spend the night out there. It's illegal to do. They don't want you sleeping out there. Very dangerous too. Let's see here. Where are we at here? You want a poem? Let me see. All right. Let me see where my poetry is here. I think my wife moved it. Is it still here? Is this it? Or did wife move all of my poetry? Yeah, I think this might be it. Let me see here. Is this it? Yeah, these are it. All right. Let me see. Let me pull one out of here. some folded up in here. What is this one here? I think I read that one to you. Let me see here. 5 requests of Deb Richardson. She wants a poem. All right, let's see here. Ooh, her cauldron. Her cauldron. It is her cauldron I seek. Without her I am weak. In those lands far away, my heart wants to play. By the circle of stone, the place I call home, and every blade of grass, mysteries that everlast. Her sweet quest do I take, there is nowhere to forsake. I see her love all around, now forever I am bound. There you are. Let's see here. Bard will read anything like Ron Burgundy. Oh, of course, yeah. Ron Burgundy is a wonderful weather forecastman, right? Token Bert Rabbit, good to see you. There are no sources for ancient Hebrew before the Septuagint. At least you have found none. The sources for ancient Hebrew, there's some. It comes from the Ugaritic language, Hebrew. Oh man, I didn't know that. What are you talking about? I don't know. You listening? That's what I'm talking about. Whatever comes out of my mouth, that is what I'm talking about here. Crank in the Pines is here. What are you doing to those trees? You believe that with herbs and astrology, it can certainly line up. Yeah, I would imagine, right? Gaia the Sage, Luciferians. That was funny. Yeah, I don't know who those people are. I get called that sometimes. Are you a Luciferian? Jerry the White. Are you a fairy potter? No, I don't do any. I'm not a fairy or a potter. I don't have a god. Oh man, I love this nonsense cosplay. There's no cosplay here. This is all my life. There's no cosplay here. This cloak here represents my religious community or spiritual community, the Druids. The blue is a symbol for the bards. So it is traditional. My ancestors of Wales, the modern Welsh people still wear these today. You know, I'm not like an official bard in Wales. I'm just inspired by my ancestors to live this reality for you here. There's no cosplay. If it was cosplay, I'd have my Batman hat on or something. The bards we. Oh yes, plants are different during the cycles. This astrology all affect the plants. I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine. That's interesting. See, we got all of our wonderful astrologists and herbalists here. You need to know if this is parody or not. It can be. It can be. Depends on how high I get, what I transform into. Then it becomes parody. More satire. Oh, there's so much to learn about herbs and plants. It's ever evolving. Yeah, we're always trying to find new ways to get high, too. I want to hate this, but if it's parody, you cool. Why do you want to hate it? What have I done that's offensive to you? Why do you want to hate it? I don't understand what I have done here to bring an offense to you, unless you're like a Christian fundamentalist and hate everything. Everything's the devil. There's a devil in my pants today. Look what it's doing. It's poking its horns out. You know, everything's the devil for you people. Coffee with the fish lady on Starbucks, yeah. Oh, poor person. Oh, it's taking too long. I got to go to the bathroom. Did you see the blood red moon above the pyramids? No, I did not. I did not. It also aligns in the middle of the landmass of the earth. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Sounds like a song from the 90s. Giza pyramids, yes. Fish gods. Those are fun. I know you are familiar with Graham Hancock's work. Yeah, I love to hear you talk about that. Oh, he's wonderful, right? Now, he is presenting ideas that make sense for him. And it's okay to contradict it if you don't think it is real. I think he inspires creativity. Even if you don't agree with it, he gets people interested in archaeology. There are going to be young people that are inspired, just as they were by watching Indiana Jones, Graham Hancock's work. I think he's onto something. I love all of his stuff. He makes me interested in it. Yeah, he makes me want to have a conversation about it. He is creating conversations, and he's creating opportunities for research. I think it's dumb not to take people's ideas seriously and investigate them when they have some valid truths behind them. I think it's inappropriate to ignore it and dismiss it because this is the way it has always been. It's pretty silly that he gets banned from places. When he was doing his show on Netflix, they're like, you're not allowed to be here. That is stupid. Why would you prevent people from having a different opinion? Having different opinions leads sometimes to greater truths. So I really appreciate him. Yeah, I think he's doing great work in the world. Very inspirational. Now, I don't know if what all of he says is true, but watching that show on Netflix, I'm like, it really lit a fire in my heart. I'm like, I really want to know what the ancestors were doing. It caused me to go into meditation to see if I could commune with my ancestors. What the hell were you doing back then? Why did you make this stuff? It does something to you. He inspires people. So you were lucky enough to go inside the stone circle and touch the stones when you were a child. How wonderful. That's a memory that, defined you, right? 12,000 years ago. Let's see here. Where am I at? Trying to catch up to your comments here. You've been watching a few informalized videos about carbon dating. Yeah, there's interesting stuff out there, right? All jokes aside, Stonehenge is what you saw was like a timekeeping. Yeah, some people believe it's a calendar. But, think about calendars. We've lost it's just a way to keep time now. Calendars were sacred. Calendars were a wonderful thing of our ancestors that helped them to experience time on a new level, not just keep score. We have lost that connection with the calendar, right? We have lost all of these. It was a spiritual thing, right? We need to recover that. It's important to recover that. And modern Druidry teaches you how to do that. Become a member of the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. Go to their website, check it out. They have great teachings there in great communities all around the world for you to live out earth-based spirituality. Let's see here, where are we at? Sweet Paul, thank you. You said you were sorry? Okay, where are we at? Healing Cauldron of Ceridwen. If you don't sin, Jesus Christ died in vain. What does it have to do with Stonehenge? You think Jesus built it? Is that what you're saying? Jesus built Stonehenge. You should, Graham Hancock should interview you. Oh my goodness, here. You blocked so many trolls on here. Yeah, we are Troll Central. Troll Central is what we have here. Oh man, oh. See, it keeps repeating himself. They can change their names. Yep. When is Deke going to gaming live stream? I don't do gaming live streams on here. I do that on my D&D channel. Every Friday night on my D&D channel at Realmscape. That's where I do my D&D games. Every Friday night live. I don't do that on here. This is YouTube doesn't like it when you mix things up. I mean, you could, if you're trying to build, I would have never got to 25K if I kept my D&D stuff on here. So I put it all on another channel. You can get away with that if you've got a couple 100,000 already. You can start doing whatever the hell you want. But I'm just beginning. I'm just beginning. Nice to see you again, Ahmed. Good to have you here. Top of the morning to you. Let's see here. You don't understand the complexity of Stonehenge? No, I do not, because I wasn't around when it was made. I can only speculate, like most people. Now, do you have some secret knowledge that you have about Stonehenge that you want to share with us? Ahmed? Gran Hancock, let's see here. Oh, shoot. What were you saying? Is humble enough to ask for his work to be corrected, but no one ever can. You know what was interesting? When he was on top of the Giza pyramid there, he saw a signature of his grandfather there, or father or somebody, who was an explorer before him, on the top. What an awesome experience, right? To see the signature, because some of these, before it was shut down, where these people would go there and go to the top and write their names on it and shit like that. He found where his relative was. What a unique experience. What an awesome story, right? Yeah, see, your stories in your life inspire your children and grandchildren. Have a story to tell. Have a story to tell. Even the days of the week were dedicated to the gods. Yeah, see, the ancestors knew that was a way of communing, right, with deity. Peter Martin, good to see you, our good friend. You've been sad? You've downloaded Discord already? Okay, good. We'll get you on there. Go to the Gwendolyn, when she gets on, will help you out with that. Or send me an email. Yeah, double tap, subscribe, join. Right there. You see that thing up there, that thumb? Give it a touch. If you're on an Apple phone, you bump your screen twice. Give me a like. That helps me to keep doing this, right? As long as you people pay me, I will be here for your spiritual entertainment privilege. Let's see. You're back. You had to handle Discord. All right. Let's see. 13 months, 12 days, and 1 day for the turn of the year. You also an extra star sign. Have you forgot the name? Yeah, the traditional zodiac. There's that extra 13th zodiac. What is it called? It starts with an O or something like that. I can't remember what it is. What is D&D Dungeons and Dragons? I am a dungeon master. I've been one for many, many years. We play every Friday on our D&D. Let me give you my D&D channel so you can check it out yourself. Go over there, give it a subscription if you like watching D&D. I don't like watching it, but I know that other people do, and our community members like watching every now and then. There it is. There's the link for my D&D channel, which is just a small channel. We only got over 100 subscribers. I'm not interested in investing all my time in that. That's just for fun. This is where I work, right here. But if you like D&D, that's if you want to watch me play, I dress up like a wizard and everything. You can watch me lead my community members through our dungeons and things. They just got, they died, all of them, and they're going into another plane of existence right now. So I'm planning that all out. Let's see here. Well, they're going to be banished. They're not going to die. They are banished by a banishment spell. They think they are dead. All right. You got to pay $25 to get Discord access. Then you're part of the Kukla. I got it. $2. Yeah, $2. Is it? Yeah, buy me a cup of coffee. There's a join button. You can buy me a small, medium, or large. And see, that is helpful to me to keep coming back here as people want to keep paying me. Think about it. $2 a month. Unlimited spiritual entertainment. I got thousands of videos. I make them every day. Every day I am here making live streams, YouTube shorts, and videos about Druidry because you people pay me. Keep paying me. I'll keep doing it. That's my commitment to you. Leatherface, you believe ancient civilizations? What do you mean by that? You believe there were people here before us, before humanity? Let's see here. Yeah, 30 more minutes here, or 25 more minutes. I'll be with you for your morning entertainment privilege. Then I will return to you tomorrow morning at the same time. At the same time. Print Jackson. Someone put the gaming channel name here, please. I did at the bottom there. I got to go pin that. Let me go pin that up here for you. Where's it at? There it is. The gaming channel is pinned in the messages there, where I do my D&D games, and I might do some video games on there. I haven't decided yet. Let's see, where am I at here? Back in the handle. All right. Scrolling through. Europe is the oldest civilization on Earth. Do you really believe that? I don't think so. But you're talking about in the ancient Indo-Europeans that migrated. The Indo-European language was the foundation. Maybe. Who knows, right? I don't know. No one can deny that fact. I don't know. You think Kemet is the oldest spiritual system? There's all kinds of spiritual systems out there. You forgot the name of the 13th sign of the zodiac, but you were born under it. The leap year. Stonehenge is a clock to celebrate the winter solstice, but a secret portal to Merlin, the great wizard. Used to be surpass the Druids. So you think there's a portal that appears every winter solstice, and you can go through it and meet Merlin. He is there chilling out in his own demi-plane. Interesting. See. Good morning, our Reiki master. Natalie is here. Thank you for the congratulations for 25,000 subscriptions. That's all of you, 25K. All of you, my good friends. So to celebrate, I will do a 4-hour stream from my grove in the future, upcoming weeks here. I got to plan it out. We'll run around and get lost out there or something. We'll begin in meditation, and then we'll venture out to see if we can get eaten by an alligator. It would be fun. Maybe the alligator will eat the phone, and that will be it. I'll have to go get a new phone. We'll see if we can do something like that. Let's see. Where are we at here? Grand rising to you. You play Call of Duty? Yeah, my son plays that. My favorite Call of Duty is the Call of Duty World War II. That one, Call of Duty 2. I think that, and or the older versions where it's World War II. That's always fun. The newer stuff I'm not interested in. But my son, he has all of the Call of Duties. All right. Prostate exam. Good to see you. Ebot, I saw something that in biblical times they wiped out Druids. Well, the Romans did that. The Romans ended all the Druids, but they went underground. The Bard tradition continued and became the Druids. The ancient Druids, as we knew them, were all wiped out on the Isle of Anglesey. It's where it all happened, there in Wales. Yeah, the Romans were good at wiping people out, and adopting Christianity, the religion, just continued it even more. Now they were doing it in the name of one God only. Bruce Bowling, good to see you, our good friend. Good to have you here with us for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. 25K subs. Thank you. Next milestone is at 50K. 50K. All right. Where are we at here? Yeah, when I get to 100K, they give you a little thing. We have 3,000 subscriptions this month, so I'm imagining that 100K would be probably by the end of next year. I'm only imagining. And then I get that little plaque. They send you a plaque at 100K. Looking forward to that. I don't know why. People enjoy the videos here for some reason. I don't know. It's the humor, probably. Oh, where are we at here? You're back. American Maker is back. My neighbor has returned to be with us. Glad that you're here for our last 20 minutes together. Good that you are here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. Yeah. The Equinox rave was awesome. Yeah. If you ever play Skyrim, you could show a trick the developer left in to make it less boring, more fun, less boring. Yeah, you can take all the clothes off of all of the characters. Yeah. Trinity Ivy Moon is here, our good friend. I hope you are doing well. Hope you are doing well. Oh, man. Some say Saint Germain was Merlin. Yeah, I've never met Saint Germain or Merlin. Decks often separate them. Father, we thank you. I know I don't speak alone. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, I really enjoy doing this for a living because of all of you making it happen. Yeah, I have a good time here every day, talking to you, learning from you, sharing my experiences with you. I have a really good time. You thought it was strange that Cain was marked so people could recognize him, but who are the other people? Yeah, the secret people that already lived here. Yeah, people who take the Bible literally, who see it as a guide to the history of humanity. They have to come up with all of these questions. Well, now they'll tell you something like this, because we know that there's 20 other different type of hominids, other type of humans, like the Neanderthal, right? They'll say, oh, those were the Neanderthals. They'll come up with crazy stuff like that Adam and Eve were Homo sapiens. It's really bizarre stuff. I was telling my son, you said something about Adam and Eve. I go, that's not a true story. That's not where we come from. That is in mythology. And there's nothing wrong with mythology. What if we don't have an origin? It's my proposition. Yeah, we've discovered bones and things, certainly. What if we don't have an origin? Why not throw that as an idea out there? We know that the universe has no origin, no beginning, no end. Energy has always existed. What if we have existed within the context of that reality, right? What if we've always been around? That is a mystery, right? We have no problem looking at our ancestors as deities, right? No problem at all. What if you've always been around in some form of way, right? Being realized more and more as you experience the cosmos. We were stardust, right? We're all stardust. Carl Sagan. What if there's a spiritual element to that, right? Let's see here. Merlin steps through the portal, takes one look around the Salisbury Plain, and proclaims, "My God, what the hell did they do to my beautiful trees?" Yeah. Yeah, I changed a lot. Yeah, it's good to change, right? Merlin leaves the portal for the Salisbury steak. He comes out, finds a microwave somewhere, throws in one of those TV dinners. All right, back to the portal at Stonehenge before it closes. Let's see. He only comes out for the Salisbury steaks here. Where are we at? Scrolling through, what do we got? 50 more minutes to be with you for your last comments and questions and enjoyment. 25K, my friends. Thank you. The Druids survived. Some of them went underground. Druidry is a spirituality. It's always going to be here. But we're talking about the historical Druids. They were a unique manifestation in history, just like the Bards were. The Bards replaced the Druids. They had bardic schools. And that tradition continued specifically to the modern time in Wales. That is where the Welsh people have continued that. Let's see where you can't believe they did that. So religion essentially wiped out free thinkers. Oh man, The Germanic tribes ended the Romans. Oh man, where are we at here? You mock Merlin, but Merlin understood the complexity. I don't believe Merlin is a real person. I don't know where you get that from. He's a mythological symbol to me. It's not mocking him. I just don't. Was there a person named Merlin out there? Probably. But all these tales we tell about him, they're just a spiritualization of this, putting face on the mystery of the Druid. I don't believe it is real, and I don't have to. There are people in modern Druidry today. I didn't realize this when I started, that are gatekeepers. Like, you cannot be a Druid and accept. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. You can't tell me how to live out Druidry. You're not my gatekeeper. Who assigned you that? Merlin? Merlin told you to do it? Oh, man. Druids were present at the Queen's inauguration. You saw them in the video. Yeah, modern Druids. Modern Druidry is very unique. Like the organization that I'm in, the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids, they were a part. They're based on the bardic tradition. They don't continue of Wales. They don't continue it, but they are based on it. They are doing it. There was this one gentleman, Lolo Magan. Sorry, Welsh people, saying his name wrong. Yeah, he really presented a new spin on the history of this people, and really modeled this modern form of Druidry spirituality that comes from Wales. And it can continue to change. The order that I have really reformed in the 60s, right? But it comes from, there's always these connections going back to forever. Let's see here. Merlin was a Druid. Good for him. Merlin is a Druid. You think Merlin's still around? He's like a Druidic deity. Oh, let's see here. You think Irving Finkel is magical? Oh, man. It would make sense for Druids to be factually correct because they were not binded by it, be it religion. Yeah, but we have these gatekeepers, unfortunately. They're always whining about stuff, right? Oh, let's see here where we are. A real mother is a supernova. Yep, pretty much. See, I didn't know any of these things. Yeah, all iron comes from a supernova, including the iron in your blood. Yeah, prostate exam is Merlin. Yeah, he can do all kinds of magic on your ass. That's why he is a prostate examiner. So he is a real magician. You really have to believe in his powers to get the best results. So you're pretty much screwed, right? Yeah, if he doesn't do your behind right, you could die of prostate cancer, or he can puncture something. So you really have to believe in his powers over your behind, your prostate examiners. When you turn 50 years old, get ready to bend over. Yeah, they need to check in there. Druidry will never completely die as long as there are hearth keepers who carry the sanctity of our heritage, spiritual beliefs passed on to every generation, keepers of the flame. Oh, man. Funny you mentioned that. You're cool. Yeah. You read that Merlin may have been a title. Interesting. That's interesting. That Merlin was a title that later became this wonderful mythology. Like maybe all of these stories are about different people who were the Merlin. That's an interesting way to look at it. Very interesting. You'd love to have a forge. We have a forge worker that stops in time to time on our channel here. Druids go with the flow. Some of them do. Some of them I've met are terrible, right? The ones that whine and complain. I mean, I was surprised at the Obid website that you have fundamentalist gatekeepers on there that whine about Druidry. That if you're not doing it the way they want you to, that you're not real. I've had someone tell me that on there. And then I was on this, one day I was on there, was a Christian fundamentalist whining about how Druidry is too much like Wicca. I mean, I was really surprised to see these people on there. But it's open to everybody. I mean, if you want to be a fundamentalist about it, I mean, you are free to do so. Obed won't discriminate against you. If you're too rigid, though, they usually won't let you advance in the studies because you have they from what I heard, that you are in a program. If you want to progress in service to the community, they do have people that say you can't go further than where you are. But the Bardic reality, anyone can join. Let's see here. Where am I at? Scrolling through here. The tribes of Europe were removed from their ways. In the land, the church wanted to possess their souls. It's always the evil of the church, stealing the souls of the people of the land. Oh, man. Merlin is the title, you think? Why not? You wonder if the Druids are like the Kemet. They had all the knowledge of the religions possessed. They knew Europe. Kemets knew Africa and the Middle East. I have no idea. So the word Druid gets thrown around in all kinds of madness. What is a Druid like 1,000 years ago was very diverse. It had unique manifestations in different regions and context and community. So it was not all the same. The idea of Celtic was not all. These were people with a specific language, people with the specific deities. They were people groups in the ancient world. And when you have today people saying Celtic spirituality, that's really something you're making up because the spirituality was quite diverse. It can certainly be rooted in the reality of the ancestor. But when you're saying Celtic, what kind? Where at? What gods? Right? Like in Wales, the Welsh people. Who are the gods? I mean, they don't have a doctor, right? Who are the gods? People look to like the Mabinogion or to the tales of the bards, like Ceridwen, right? Or Rhiannon. Ancestors are the gods. The elementals, the beings of Anovim, right? These are the gods. But if you go to Celtic over in Ireland, they have all of the Dagda and the Tuatha Dé Danann. All of these gods are different, right? And you can argue that those are ancestors if you wanted to, because they came to live in Ireland, right? And then they disappear. So you go to Gaul, ancient France was mostly Celtic. It was a Celtic language group of people. They had interesting gods there that were quite different than the ones you would find in Ireland, for instance. It is all different. And Keranos, he comes from, I believe, that region. They're all different. There's gods in the Scottish, Gaelic, Scottish, that tradition of the Celtic. They all have their own deities. So you when you're saying Celtic spirituality, what kind, what flavor, where is it rooted in, right? My particular form, I have a mixed Celtic heritage, but I take shape with the Welsh tradition. It inspires what I do. Let's see here, where you at? There were many throughout history risks to preserve the ancient beliefs. Interesting. Our morning astrologer here. You think you need a resurrection? What do you think? I have that power, Lewis, that I can provide it to you. Good to have our morning astrologer, Lewis, here, rolling up with our 25K reefer. He's got rolling papers for his marijuana morning cigarette. This is 25K on it to celebrate 25K subscriptions for us. Thank you, Lewis. You work like a large animal, a veterinarian. Oh, man. Yeah, when he's up, you're behind. You can help you with that. Oh, Dan. You want to be an assistant? You always heard St. Patrick driving out the snakes was a metaphor for driving out Druids, pagans, and Gnostics. It was used for Gnostics, too. Yeah, he is a propaganda tool for the Roman Church, right? Let's see here. Let's see. I got 5 more minutes to be with you for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. And then I will return to you again tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see here. Where am I at? Trying to get to the end here. Yeah. Can you get excommunicated from Druidry? Well, Druidry is an archetype. You can never be excommunicated from what's in yourself. But there are organizations that will kick you out. They certainly will. I've never heard of someone getting kicked out of the order, just not advancing in it. Because they have all of these people who mentor you, right? They'll say, oh, I don't think this is for you, buddy. Yeah, you have to think of like modern Druidry as like a club that has a spiritual, like the lodge, right? They have like a perennial philosophy. The Masons, right? Our Druidry is earth-based spirituality. The club is what it is. Anybody can be a Druid. You don't need the club. It's an archetype of our human nature. But there are certain clubs that do it in their own way, and that's what the organization that I'm in, the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids, OBIT. Let's see here. Is a title you agree with? The Merlin? Yeah. Yeah. Ego is terrible when people aren't aware of it. It causes them to think they are the only ones that understand anything and want to control how others think. Fundamentalism exists where ego exists, says our Reiki master, Natalie, here. Written in the runes, probably. Jesus wants you to do inner work, certainly. Certainly. You can see a common line between the Green Man and Odin. Yeah, it's all there for me. So, Keridwen to me is the same, was the goddess of wisdom in India. It's the exact same thing. You see a lot of I forgot what her name is, Shivante or something like that. Shativa, I can't remember. But you see her playing a guitar, right? The goddess of wisdom. They are the same for me. It's just a unique manifestation of it. All right. Green Man is masculine for earth deities, probably. Or much oral history is lost, certainly. Certainly, I would agree with that. Oh, where are we at here? Trying to catch up to you. Merlin is the name that Lucy Trans, Madman of the Woods. Interesting. Paul Dixon, good to see you, our good friend. Coming here to celebrate 25K we hit last night. Thank you for being here. Good journey to all tomorrow. Yeah, I got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to be with you. And I'm hitting the end of the comments. Look at that. I just time it out perfectly. Your son's Druid trading. He is listening. Hermeticism, very important. Yeah, that helped me to see things, right? Oh, man. You were excommunicated from the League of Shadows. Oh, that's fun. That is fun. He's in love with the forest. Beautiful. That's a good way to get him started, right? Loving the forest instead of the tablet. Yeah, all of mine love the tablet. I'm trying to get them into the forest. Just learn and observe what clicks. Positive energy, certainly. You are a farmer, and my father was a guardian of the forest. Yeah, the farmer is the high priest of creation, right? They are the ones that feed us not just physical food, but spiritual food from the mother. They help us. They are the ones. They are the milk maidens of the breast of the earth. The Druids unleashed the gargoyle members. Yeah, the gargoyles cartoon was based on Merlin, right? Ratasaka is having a blast running around the garden. There are squirrels everywhere, and one particular is flipping around, exploring everything. You should record it. Put it on your YouTube channel. That would be fun to watch. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Have a great rest of your afternoon. Thank you. Yeah, look at that. Just in time, my good friends. Yeah. If you don't want to stop the conversation with the people here, go to our Discord channel. Like and subscribe. Go to the join button. It says buy coffee, buy me a small, medium, large, and then you'll get a members only tab. You can see my OnlyFans and my Discord channel. It's all there. Great to be with you. Thank you for 25K. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you tomorrow at the same time.